Hello students, welcome to ShirtBack Academy. In our lesson today we're going to be covering section 2.4 in the ITF Plus course. The topic for this lesson is Internet Service Types. Let's begin. Our first network type are cable modems. Cable modems are network bridge types that provide data communications over coaxial cabling. The primary function of a cable modem is to provide broadband internet over multiple frequencies. Cable modems have gigabit high-speed throughput and can carry multiple traffic types at the same time. Cable modem data is carried over what's called the DOCSIS transmission standard. DOCSIS stands for Data over Cable Service. Our next networking type is fiber optic. Fiber optic networking transmits data information using infrared light through an optical fiber cable. Fiber optic is used for longer distances and higher bandwidth requirements. Fiber optic data throughput can achieve both gigabyte and terabyte speeds per second. Fiber optic supports multiple communication types, including voice, video, and data. These signals can be sent simultaneously. Fiber optic also lowers signal interference and attenuation, which is reduction in signal strength. Fiber optic is the preferred communication standard now for industries such as medicine, government, and data storage. DSL stands for Digital Subscriber Line. DSL modems are devices that enable digital data transmissions over traditional telephone lines. DSL will use a higher frequency than wired telephones so that both traffic types can use the same wire. DSL modems have what's called asymmetric speeds. That means they can download faster than upload. Data speeds for DSL modems can vary from kilobit per second to megabit per second depending on the device. DSL modems typically have about a 2-mile radius from their central office. The closer a DSL modem is to the provider's office, the faster the data throughput. DialUp modems will provide a network connection over traditional telephone lines. However, unlike DSL modems, dial-up modems only use analog signals for connectivity. Dial-up modems have much slower transmission speeds and do not scale well due to the limited telephone wire availability. Dial-up modems typically have a 56 kilobit per second data throughput, but can increase that to 320 kilobits per second if we use data compression. Dial-up modems are typically used now with only legacy systems and remote site emergency connections. Satellite networking is the use of aerial data communications. It is a more expensive technology, but does provide connectivity to remote locations. Satellites have asymmetric upload and download speeds. Downloading is typically faster than uploading and will operate in the megabit range per second. Satellites have higher latency speeds due to the farther distances that signals must travel. Satellites will typically use the 2.4 gigahertz and higher frequencies. One significant drawback to satellite networking, however, are the frequent weather-related service interruptions in times of snow and rain. Cellular networks provide internet connectivity for modern smartphones. Many smartphones will use this feature for internet browsing and email. Hotspotting allows multiple users to connect to a single mobile device for internet connections. This technology frequently has an extra fee charge. Tethering is an internet connectivity technology where a user connects a laptop to their phone with a USB connection. The laptop will use the smartphone's data connection for internet access. Line of sight is a networking concept that requires a clear visual path connection between multiple antennas. The distance and height requirements will necessitate using higher frequencies. Line of sight typically appears in urban areas with varying building heights. It requires careful design and measurements when installing the network. The most common standard used in line of sight is WiMAX networking, which will provide high-speed wireless internet over the connections. That will conclude this lesson. In the next lesson, we will cover section 2.5 in the ITF Plus course, Common Storage Types. If you have any questions about the contents of this lesson, please review the course notes and exam objectives for section 2.4. We thank you for following along in the lesson today, and we will see you in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone.